You think you know dogs until you meet a Siberian Husky. Because a husky doesn't act like a normal dog. They look like a wolf, they move like an athlete, and they make decisions like a tiny, dramatic roommate who pays their rent. And if you're thinking about getting one, or you already have one and you're like, why is my dog like this? Stay with me because in a moment we'll hit the difference that causes the most chaos for new husky owners. This is the countdown of the 10 biggest ways Siberian Huskies are different from other dogs, and by the end, you'll understand why Huskies are hilarious, beautiful, exhausting, and unforgettable. Hash 10. They're not fetch dogs. They're why dogs a lot of breeds were built around human approval. Retrievers retrieve. Shepherds watch you like a supervisor. Many dogs are wired to think, how do I make my person happy? Huskies are wired to think, convince me. They're smart, but not automatically compliant. So, if you're expecting instant yes obedience because you had an easygoing family dog growing up, the Husky is about to humble you. And don't skip number 7, because that's where most people accidentally train their Husky to ignore them. Hash 9. Their energy isn't high. It's industrial breed people say, my dog has a lot of energy. With Huskies, that phrase means something completely different. This breed was designed to run for long distances, in brutal conditions, day after day. That doesn't disappear just because they live in your house now. A casual 20-minute walk that tires out other dogs might barely even register for Husky. And when that energy doesn't go somewhere healthy, it goes somewhere expensive. Couch corners, door frames, trash cans, drywall. Huskies can turn boredom into a home renovation project. Hash 8. They're built to pull, so leash walking can be a shock most dogs walk. Huskies pull. That's not bad behavior. It's literally the job they were created for. So, when a husky hits the end of a leash and leans forward like a tiny sled horse, they're not being dominant, they're being a husky. If you've ever felt like you're water skiing behind your own dog, welcome to the club. The good news is they can absolutely learn leash manners, but you have to train with the reality that pulling is naturally rewarding to them. And the next point connects directly to why they get away from people so easily. Hash 7. They're escape artists on a legendary level. If there were Olympic medals for escaping, Huskies would sweep the podium. They climb fences. They dig under fences. They squeeze through gaps you didn't even notice. Some learn latches. Some learn doors. Some watch you do something once and then try it themselves like, interesting. My turn. And here is the part that surprises people. Many Huskies don't escape because they were mistreated. They escape because their brain says adventure is out there. So if you own a Husky, secure yard doesn't mean pretty fence. It means serious inspection. No weak spots and zero assumptions. Hash 6. Their prey drive can flip like a switch. This is one of the biggest I wasn't ready for this moments. Huskies often have intense prey drive. Squirrels, rabbits, birds, cats, sometimes even small dogs can trigger an instant, full body lock-on. 1 second they're just vibing, the next second they're a heat-seeking missile with fur. And this is why off-leash freedom is complicated for Huskies. Even a well-loved, well-trained Husky can vanish on instinct if something fast and small takes off across the park. In a moment we'll cover the trait that makes people think their Husky is talking back, and honestly, they kind of are. Hash 5. They're dramatically vocal and not just barking. Most dogs bark. Huskies perform. They howl, yodel, whine, talk, argue, and make sounds that feel physically impossible. Some are quiet, but many are basically living soundboards. And they're not always doing it because something is wrong. Sometimes they're excited. Sometimes they're frustrated. Sometimes they're announcing that you dared to stop petting them. If you value a silent house or you have neighbors with thin walls, this is a big lifestyle factor. The internet husky talking clips aren't rare. They're normal. #4. They're surprisingly bad guard dogs. This one really messes with people because huskies look intense. Wolf-like face, strong body, confident presence. Then a stranger walks in and your husky is like, "Oh my gosh, hi. Are you my friend? Do you have snacks?" Huskies are typically social and not naturally suspicious the way many guarding breeds are. That doesn't mean they can alert bark sometimes, but most are not wired for protective aggression. So, if your main goal is home security, a husky is usually the wrong tool for the job. They're more like the fun roommate who would happily help a burglar carry the TV than ask for belly rubs. Now the next one is where first-time owners accidentally create huge behavior problems without realizing it. #3. They need mental work just as much as physical exercise. A tired husky is not just a physically exercised husky. They need brain workouts, problem solving, novelty, sniffing, learning, structured games, and tasks that make them feel like they have a job. If you only do the same loop walk every day, some huskies get fitter, not calmer. So they end up with even more endurance and the same boredom. That's why activities like canicross, bike touring, hiking, scent games, puzzle feeders, and short training sessions can be the difference between best dog ever and why are you screaming at a leaf. #2. Their coat is a seasonal event, and it's not just shedding with many dogs. Shedding is a cleanup issue. With huskies, shedding can become a lifestyle. They have a dense double coat built for extreme cold, and when they blow coat, it can come out in dramatic clumps. It's like your dog is slowly turning into a second dog made of fluff. This also means grooming isn't optional, and overheating risk is real in hot climates. Huskies can live in warmer places with the right care, but you have to take heat seriously. Timing walks, shade, hydration, never pushing hard exercise in high temperatures. And now we're at #1, the difference that causes the most chaos, the most rehoming, and the most "I love this dog, but I'm losing my mind" moments. #1. Huskies have an independent, pack-driven mindset. Huskies are social, pack-oriented dogs, but they're not automatically people-pleasers. They often bond deeply, but they also test limits. They can be stubborn. They can be strategic. And they can be extremely opinionated about what they will and won't do. They're the kind of dog that might know a command perfectly, and still pause like they're reviewing the terms and conditions before they comply. So successful husky ownership is less about being the boss and more about being consistent, clear, and worth listening to. You're building a relationship where your husky thinks following you is the best option, not just something they do automatically. And if you get that right, huskies become one of the most entertaining, affectionate, adventurous companions on Earth. Because once a husky chooses you, they don't just join your life, they become the main character in it. Now I want to hear from you. Comment Husky Mode and tell me which of these surprised you most, or if you already have a husky, what is their most chaotic habit? If this helped you understand huskies better, hit like, share this with someone who thinks they want a husky, and subscribe because I'm posting more breed reality check videos like this. And next, I am doing a video on the biggest mistakes new husky owners make in the first 30 days, because one small mistake can turn into a year-long problem fast. You don't want to miss that.